here's a giant thank you to all my Patreon members. Your support is greatly appreciated. What's up, guys? Nova Joe back again with another character overview for EDF World Brothers. And since I'm doing Halloween videos right now, I wanted to focus on the Halloween-centric monster-type characters for EDF World Brothers. And unfortunately, there's only two characters that fit that description. The Baron brother and the Befana sister. So right now, we're going to take a look at the Baron brother. As you can see right here, he's got a speed of 1, a jump of 10, ability of 3, and an SP move of 3. He moves at a snail's pace, but he has some pretty cool abilities that I think you're going to like. First off, his L2 is Vampire Flight. This secret power allows me to levitate. It works wonders, though I can't change directions midair. That's completely wrong. He can change directions midair. His Vampire Flight comes with the ability to launch it 6 times. And when you press L2, you'll launch in the direction you're aiming. And while you're in the air, if you aim another direction and press L2, you'll launch in that direction. So you can change directions mid-air with the Vampire Flight. Now, his SP move is the Bat Missile. My homing bats can lock onto multiple targets. If there's just a single enemy, they will all go after it. How scary. So basically, this is a lock-on type SP move. Very similar to many other SP moves for many other characters where it sends out some kind of projectile. In this case, it sends out a bunch of bats, and they lock onto the enemies and will stick with those enemies until they've done the maximum amount of damage they can do or they have destroyed the enemy. I am a vampire, an undead scourge of the night. I will be fighting the aliens instead of my good friend Count Dracula. By the way, I am feeling a bit peckish. Have you anything that will satisfy me? What's that? Blood? Gross. I was thinking some fine dining. Sorry, guys. That's my best attempt at a Transylvanian vampire. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Baron brother. But I do want to say, give a shout out to Fat Man, who has become a new Patreon in the Air Raider tier. So thank you, Fat Man, for helping out the channel with your support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, on to the video. Alright, guys, here is the Baron brother. Now, like many of the other characters, he does not have an L3 ability, so he cannot run. This is his speed, and it is slow. However, his ability to traverse the environment is still very good when you consider his L2, as you can see right here, will allow me to jet in the direction that I want to go and change midair and jet in that direction. And you can actually get pretty high. Now, it takes about 12 seconds to reload after you've used up all 6 of his L2 attempts. And so you do have to make sure that you don't leave yourself in a bad spot. Because on harder difficulties, you can get yourself killed. Now look at all these guys here. So what I'm going to do is get right into the midst of them. And I'm sticking with his default weapon here. Now his default weapon is a sword. And now that sword actually helps him to dash around the environment a lot better than just trying to walk it. So if you stick with his default weapon, the sword, it will allow you to dash around the environment and help him get from A to B a lot quicker than just trying to walk there. And that in conjunction with his L2, so you can press L2 and then R2 and you'll dash forward as well. So that's a nice combination that you can do right there. Now if I can just get his SP move filled, which actually is really slow to fill right now, but as soon as I can get it filled, I will show you the Bat Missile in action. Alright. Bat Missile is loaded. His SP move is ready to be launched. So let me get over here, let the enemies get all in front of me here, and launch the Bat Missile. Alright, as you can see here, they have picked out their targets, and they are sticking with their targets until they have destroyed them. And so, they're still, I still see little markers ticking away on the screen here, as you just saw there. Which tells me they're hitting enemies out there somewhere. So that is the Bat Missile. These also work really well against the bigger enemies like Hectors and things of that nature, because they will stick with the Hector until they have dissipated all the damage that they can do, or they have destroyed the enemy. So, alright guys, that is the Baron brother. Pretty decent L2 ability with his Vampire Flight. A nice little lock-on homing ability with his Bat Missile SP move. And despite the fact he moves really slow, if you keep his sword, it will allow you to dash a bit, which honestly that's not really optimal, but it can let you move a lot quicker. And in conjunction with his L2, which does take a while to reload, you can traverse the environment pretty easily. So alright guys, that is the Baron brother. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please comment down below, and if you're new to the channel and like what you saw, I would love to have you subscribe. And I also do have a Patreon at patreon.com/EDF Central if you would like to support the channel. Alright guys, as always, take care, God bless, and keep on gaming. The next character overview will be for the Befana sister. Alright, later.